what James has said, I think he has discussed more on the limitations and the disadvantages on the waterproofing options that we all have available. And we really can't close our eyes to all of these limitations. We need to understand it. We need to make it a part of our expectations. We need to understand that concrete construction chemicals does not work as a miraculous formula. It is expected to work as a system. That means for some products that have limitations, we need to complement it with another product that can actually serve the purpose of the limitation of the product that we've had the intention of using. We talked about rigid waterproofing. We talked about flexible waterproofing. We talked about bituminous coatings. We talked about polyurethane membrane. We talked about crystalline waterproofing. Most of these ranges of products, we are all very, very familiar with this product. And I know that on some of our projects, adopt several of these technologies. But what we need to now understand is that the technologies that we have, to what extent is their capacity, and how do we check for all of these features and properties of the chemicals that we have available. So now we're talking about rigid waterproofing for underground tanks. We talked about negative pressure of water. Negative pressure of water is the water that is coming out from the outside from the underground, from the external ground, not the water that is being retained into the tank structure. So what kind of waterproofing membrane can resist negative pressure? We all see these membranes as waterproofing, but do they have the capacity to resist negative pressure? The flexible waterproofing, how does it come into play into assisting the rigid waterproofing to ensure the waterproof system? The rigid takes care of the negative pressure while the flexible takes care of the crack. So these two should be used as a system. So it shouldn't be seen that a product solves all the problems, rather complementing and synergizing the features of each of the materials to give us an effective and expected performance. Then also crystalline waterproofing. Crystalline waterproofing is one of the best forms of waterproofing that we currently have, that our technology has built. But at the same time, it also has its limitations. The concrete has to be sound. If there are blowholes, if there are voids, if there are large cracks in the concrete, it limits the performance of crystalline. And how do we go around that? It's by fixing all of this. That is where we're talking about the surface separation. Ensure the voids are properly taken care of and repaired. Ensure that if there are cracks, it is properly treated, before applying the crystalline soil. So at Syncrete, where we come in is to assist and to give technical support on administering all of these products, because the products just can't work by themselves. And in Nadia talked about a project where they still have the issue that is yet to be resolved, which they use the form of crystalline waterproofing packaging. He didn't mention the brand to us, but it's true that there are several offerings of crystalline. But what is the capacity of crystalline? Are we even aware that crystalline has up to about 4 generations of its technology, from the first to the second to the third to the fourth generation? So we are going to be transparent about all of these features, and we're going to be sharing it with our construction professionals. So because of time, we might not really go into details of the product offering that we have, but we're going to share the soft copies of the products which are fully available in Nigeria. Iman Fami, the regional manager for Africa, Cyprus, Middle East, and Near East, he is always available to assist us to give us technical support. We need to be having project-based discussions. Most of our bill of quantities take use total waterproofing material and approved report certification. But how do we ensure that this specification are actually equal approved? There are measures to which we can test the properties of our concrete, be it the compressive strength, be it the permeability test. There are several measures that we can put in place to ensure that what we are being offered
is what we need for our construction process. So thank you very much, Jen. We can go on and on, but we don't have enough time. I'd like us to go back to Ayman to also give us a tip on what Dr. James has presented to us regarding waterproofing. And afterwards, we'll see some videos regarding the project that we've done some waterproofing work with the Velocity innovative products here in Nigeria. We have the roof project, we have the basement project, we have projects that we've done remedial on our own. We're going to be sharing the pictures with you so that you can have a feel of what this product and what the solution looks like. So, Ayman,
I just want to thank everybody for attending this presentation today, and I will be available anytime during the course of next week or the week after to answer any questions. And Dr. Jens Hofela is also available. But I would prefer that everything is channeled through Mrs. Abiola and myself. And we will, what I suggest is we accumulate all these questions, put them into like unified answers to all this, and then redistribute it to everybody. And this way we share experiences. The other thing that I hope to do in the very near future is to come and visit Nigeria. It will be my first trip to Nigeria, but I really look forward to this and hope that the pandemic and travel ban is lifted really soon. Okay, back to you, Mrs. Abiola.
Thank you very much, Ayman. We would like to address one or two questions from our audience. In particular, I also have a question. There's a particular project that we are currently on, and we have a lift structure that was cast in multi-levels. Now, the lift slab was cast, the retaining walls was also cast to a level. Then there was a joint. That means an old concrete and a new concrete to be cast on top of the joint, which was like a joint around the perimeter of the lift. So in this kind of situation, what measures can we put in place to ensure that the high hydrostatic pressure of water does not come into the lift space? Because we're having the lift going to about 3 meters into the ground, and the concrete itself has been waterproof. The slab has been waterproof, the retaining wall has been waterproof. But now we have a joint where the old concrete is meeting with the new concrete. So what kind of solution can we propose in this situation? Over to you, Dr. Jen.
The construction joints that you just mentioned, if you're at the design stage, it's a good idea to install a water stop like our WS801 into that joint. If it's already happened and the joint is there and leaking, your first bet is to try to waterproof it with a plug cement. So with a plug cement, you can stop immediate water inflow. If there's too much water coming, you have to go with an injection resin. So the plug cement from us is the PC221. For the injection resins, you would use a swellable polyurethane foam that basically, when you inject it, reacts immediately with water, foams up, and stops the water flow. So option 1, in the design stage, you install a water stop. Option 2, if it already happened, you go with, usually, in most cases, with an injection resin to stop the water flow.
Thank you very much. For that response. We would propose that, and So I would like to pass this on to the engineer, Dr. Mrs. Omolola, the National Vice Chairman of Nigeria Institute of Civil Engineers. I would like us to talk briefly about this topic too, and I would like to hear views regarding the whole concrete challenges in the course. So thank you very much, Omolola.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lola Ditono. I'm here representing the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, and I'm really happy that we are part of this webinar today. The product, no, let me not talk about the product yet. This webinar actually addresses issues that affect civil engineers as a professional. We are responsible for developing the infrastructure of our nation, and the strength of the civil engineer is actually the strength of the nation. So talking about good approach to concrete and repairs, it's an area of great interest to us because actually there's no construction without the use of concrete. Our drainages, our roads, our tall buildings, all the products that we bring out as engineers affect use of concrete. So there's so many challenges, starting from the design to the actualization to the finishes. And I'm happy that all these issues are areas that has been mentioned today. There are products with Fincrete which can address solutions to concrete repairs, which I have seen this morning, and I've been taking through what each and every one of them does. Waterproofing is an issue, bonding of concrete is an issue, strength of concrete is an issue. We looked at the video that the facilitator before me explained, and it's worrisome that that happened. Usually, I will have felt that the issue is the design defects. We should have probably raised the building, additional floor, and cancel that on the ground. But anyway, we all have different solutions to problems. Civil engineers are problem solvers. Right now, I should first appreciate all our members that have joined this Zoom link. We have a lot of our professionals, entrepreneurs, structural engineers, quantity surveyors, all online to listen to this lecture, to appreciate what international facilitators have spoken about this afternoon. Even here at the venue, we have a lot of guests all seated, or okay, we call you audience. Welcome for coming, all eager to listen to solutions to concrete problems. So that means that the topic is hard and it's something that people want to listen to. I know we have a constraint of time because this was meant to be a 2-hour lecture. And as civil engineers, we have learned to design and keep to time. So I wouldn't want to say so much. All I'm going to say is that we're going to be inviting these facilitators again to give us this lecture, maybe on a bigger platform of civil engineers in Nigeria or civil engineers in Lagos, so that we can listen. It's about listening, asking questions, providing solutions, and we become problem solvers with what we know. You are what you know. So the more we listen, the more we learn, the more we familiarize ourselves with solutions that are available in the market, the better we become. So I'm saying thank you to Fincrete Global for this webinar. I'm asking that we do more of this. We can do a collaboration partner today because your products are what civil engineers need to hear about. They're what civil engineers need to know. I've learned today about the different waterproofing methods and the materials. I didn't know we had so many. You understand? So that's actually a very interesting topic for me, and I appreciate Jens for that. So thank you. We will do more of this. We will come back again, and we will reach out to young engineers, to experienced engineers, to professionals in the built environment. I'm saying thank you for joining us. I do not have so much time, and I'm just asked there to kind of summarize and appreciate everyone for coming for this event and to look forward to more. We've been promised that the soft copy of the presentation will be sent to all our emails If you've not registered your email in the chat room, please do that. But it's also better that you register with the link so that all the soft presentations can be sent to your email via the registration link. Thank you, everyone. Mrs. Abiola. Thank you, Engineer Emmanuel. Thank you. This facility is filled with a lot of professionals, and in fact, it's getting hotter here because of the excitement on everybody's faces. I'm sure everybody has one question and another. Somebody is raising his hands at a corner. Thank you, everyone. It's really on time. It's something everybody wants to hear about. The facilitators out there, thank you for your time. I think I need to sign up now so that somebody else can take his time.
Thank you, Ma. We say a big thank you to you. Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you for honoring our invitation despite the short notice. Our team was on your neck for about a few days now, and it was, we just had to raise the awareness because we knew that you have to be a part of what we are doing to influence us and to give us a platform for everyone to know what we are doing. So we're going to be sharing the job references. So if you find any of this relatable on your project, you can always send in your questions like Engineer Lola said, and we'll be glad to have them addressed. So please take a look at some of the job references that we have done across Nigeria, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Anambra. We'll be sharing them on our screen very shortly. Thank you very much. Yes, so these are a compilation of a few job references that we have done here in Nigeria. So this is a basement structure very close to the water side in Ikoyi, where we have underground tank, lifting, and it's still an ongoing project.
Yeah. So it's still an ongoing project where we intend to ensure that we follow through from start to finish to ensure an adequate waterproofed and protected concrete. This is a roof structure in Abuja where we did a liquid polyurethane waterproofing using Velocity PU452. Here we took into consideration all the substrate preparation that Dr. James talked about. We did the surface preparation. We ensured the surface was properly cleared of dust, and the honeycombs were properly treated. Then we used a vapor remediation primer, Velocity PU412, to prime the surface to ensure a good adhesion. Because like Dr. James properly said, the substrate has to be sound for any form of waterproofing that is going to be put on it, so that we have expected results for our concrete waterproofing. Here we have an expansion joint. A lot of times expansion joints are overlooked, but it's a very, very critical area for our concrete because we need the joint to accommodate for movement, expansion, and contraction of the concrete. So it is only an expansion joint sealer that can fit into this kind of situation where we use a backer rod to fill in the expansion joints, and we insert long grade expansion joint sealant to cater for the expansion. Here we have a steel structure. This is a factory project that we did in Ikorodu and close to the border of Ijebu-Ode, where we had to use structural grout for the steel stanchions. Yeah, this is also a roof waterproofing project. Another is a thermal preformed insulation foam that we did with on the Meristem project. These are also roof waterproofing works. This is a remedial we did on a swimming pool project. You can see on the left you have the old pool that the tiles had to be removed, and on the right we can see the treated swimming pool where it is now fully waterproof till date. This project was done very early last year. This is a pile cap foundation, where we were called to introduce Velocity CA112 crystalline waterproofing hard mixture to protect the concrete power caps in Banana Island. This is also another basement project ongoing. You can see from the 3 pictures, we are putting water stop at the joint where the slab meets with the retaining wall. Also, the reinforcements are being placed for the concrete slab, and we can see the basement already going up in the 3rd picture. This is also another roof waterproofing. This is a remedial. We did this on about 10 glow offices in Nigeria. Ikoyi, Adeola, Odeku, Ikeja, they were doing remedial on most of their projects. So we called in our experts, and the waterproofing works were done. This is the glow office after the remedial. This is another of the offices. We have about 6 of these structures on Sakatinobu, where we were called in for the remedial. This also is a roof waterproofing on a factory project. This is the before and after pictures. This is Ebony Life Place, where we're called to do the cold room waterproofing to ensure that we don't have condensation on the multi-level slabs, such that condensation does not show on the surface of the slab below. Also is an expansion joint on the Kara Bridge project. This is a right foot factory where we supply chemicals to improve the properties of concrete. So this is a pile cap that we showed in one of the slides in the common concrete challenges, where we have the rebars being corroded due to the presence of the lagoon quite very close to the structure. So we used corrosion and corrosion inhibitor mortars on the reinforcement, and we casted the concrete with the waterproofing hard mixture. So here is also a remedial, where you can see the corroded reinforcement also being treated before doing a new plaster. You can see after pictures of the remedial. This is a private university in Ilorin, where we also did the crystalline waterproofing for the concrete slab. This is a basement structure. This is a roof waterproofing structure. These are remedial. So this is just a few of the compound projects that we've done in Nigeria, and would always be available for any form of inquiry regarding our products, and not just the products, ensuring that we provide you with technical support to get expected results for the use of any of our recommendations. So thank you very much. Thank you for being a part of this. We appreciate you.